The one company, a news story which is in focus, India's leading renewables company, Greenko, is actually in talks with Anil Ambani-led Reliance Infrastructure to acquire its Mumbai electricity business for an enterprise value of, we understand, 10,000 to 13,000 crore rupees. Arjit Barman from the Economic Times, who broke this story earlier today, he joins us on the phone line. Arjit, why Greenko? I mean, I understand Reliance Infrastructure is looking to downsize its debt, but is it going to be an out-and-out sale? What are the nitty-gritties and contours of the deal that you're picking up?
A number of things here. I mean, Greenko, you asked why Greenko. Greenko is clearly the #1 player in the renewable space when it comes to owning and operating green assets. They already have around 2.5 gigawatts of assets under operation, and by September they're going to be 3 gigawatts. Now they're flushed with cash. They have very deep pocket sponsors in terms of GIC of Singapore, the Sovereign Wealth Fund, as well as ADIA, which is Abu Dhabi Investment Authority. Now, Greenko has been looking at diversifying purely from a point of view of de-risking its portfolio. They started out with small hydro, then they diversified into wind, then they got into solar through the complex acquisition of Sun Edison's portfolio in India. And now they are looking beyond generation into transmission and distribution. And what better asset than the crown jewel, which is the Mumbai distribution license for, Reliance Infrastructure. 3 million customers, an assured ROE of 16%. That's an assurance from the regulator. So it is a regulated business, stable business, almost like an annuity stream. The losses, the T&D losses, which is always a bane in this business, has come down drastically. That's something that Reliance has managed to do ever since the privatization in Delhi as well as Mumbai happened almost a decade back. So here is a company which is looking to deleverage its portfolio. We're talking about Reliance. And on the other side, you have a company that is looking at growth. So which is why these negotiations are ongoing. As we reported, there is no binding agreement as yet, but very soon, probably in a matter of weeks, we can potentially expect some kind of a handshake of sorts, post which a formal diligence, legal as well as the documentation will begin, and to which, if everything goes well, we would have a deal in place.
Right, and Arjit, very quickly, you're talking about 10,000, 13,000 crores. How have you worked the numbers and what this would do for the debt pile on the ADAG group, which is still fairly substantial?
Yes, of course. It's one of the most, most indebted conglomerates in the country. And if you see over the last 2 years, they have been reducing or pruning their portfolio. Cement went out of the way. The transmission businesses went out of the way. A year and a half back, they tried to sell 49% of this business, but that wouldn't have solved their purpose simply because you need to sell beyond 50% to actually get to get the debt out of your consolidated books of accounts. So we are talking about an EV of around 1.75 to 2 billion. So that's roughly 10,000 crores. So you can expect right now the consolidated debt of Reliance Infra stands around 29,000. The company's stated position has been to make it debt-free. That's an ambitious claim by FY18. If this deal actually consummates, then we are looking at least 8 to 10,000 crore of debt out of the way, because these are now all part of Reliance Infrastructure, and it includes a 500 megawatt coal thermal power unit in Dahanu, from where there is transmission lines, and then you have the Mumbai distribution circle. So it's actually not just distribution, it's distribution, transmission, as well as one generation unit. So it's going to get demerged from our infra and into an FPV, and that FPV.
Right, Arijit, thank you for that update. We're going to leave it there. Thank you for that update. Now, Reliance Infra is looking at selling their Mumbai distribution business, and it's like saying that you're trying to sell your family silver in order to retire the debt.